Hi and welcome to another screenwriting video on the Film Inquiry YouTube channel. I'm Manon de Reeper, the editor-in-chief of Film Inquiry, and today I have 5 tips for you to start screenwriting now. I know how hard it is to start screenwriting, even though you've always wanted to, which is why I discussed this in my previous video, but there's 5 tips that I feel are essential to really get into it. Tip number 1. Don't read all the scripts. This is a tip that I've seen a lot on the internet, where people tell you to read a lot of scripts to improve your actual writing. The thing is though, when you're not writing, you're not actually learning. So instead of reading all the time, it's really much better to just start writing. Write something, anything, even if it's in the wrong formatting. When I started out, I didn't really quite have the right feel for screenplay formatting, but I did find my way, because as I was writing, I was picking up on some stuff. I was reading some really short articles on how to actually format your screenplay, and that helped me more than reading the scripts that I'd done in the past. And to be honest, I have read a few scripts, but I haven't read as many as some people do. I know some people aim to read 1 a day or something. How long does it take you to read a script? I think it takes about an hour. Maybe even a little more. You could have spent that time writing instead. Tip number 2, keep a journal of your progress. So this is what I did that helped me a lot. I made a custom tracker in my journal, and I use that to keep track of my progress every day. I also listed all my goals, my daily goals, and a cumulative goal as well, and I was just tracking my progress really well. And it was really nice and motivating to see that I was meeting the goals, and I'd actually set up some little rewards for myself, or not so little. I mean, it depends on what you want to reward yourself with, but that really helped me, and I can really recommend making a tracker, especially if you plan to do something like doing the 3 pages a day challenge. Definitely track your progress. Use an actual journal, use an online tracker app, something. Anyway, the thing is, keep track. Tip number 3, set a deadline. And I'm serious. If you want to complete a script, set a pretty strict deadline for yourself. The less attainable it seems, yeah, it's still doable of course, the more it's gonna help you want to make this deadline. So I used the Screencraft Fellowship contest deadline, and the deadline to submit your script was on January 15th, and I had started writing my script on the 1st of November. So that was a really small time period, but you know, it's doable. So it's really important that you set a deadline and try to stick to the deadline. It should be a deadline that's fixed and should not be flexible, and you should really want it. Tip number 4, turn off all distractions. When you start writing, it's very, very important that you don't have anything to distract you. And I know it's easy to get distracted. I mean, I'm so easily distracted. But this is why I used a writing dedicated software program on my computer, that if you want, you can put it into a full screen mode so you can't actually access anything else. Switch off your phone for the period you're writing, or switch it on to plane mode or whatever, just so it doesn't buzz or annoy you with the notifications. You can and probably should switch off your internet on your computer so that you don't get distracted by your computer wanting to do all sorts of stuff. And should you have to research something while writing, don't research it while writing. It's fine to make notes as you're writing and look something up after you've completed your target of the day. So when you find that you want to look something up while you're writing, don't. Really try to eliminate all distractions and focus on writing. Tip number 5. Tip number 5. Think positive thoughts. It can be really hard, and it is really hard, and it's not meant to be easy. Not many people can complete writing an entire script, But as long as you don't talk yourself down, you're probably gonna be okay. Alright, so those were my 5 quick tips to start screenwriting now, and I hope you enjoyed them. And tell me about your own screenwriting adventures or any tips that you might have for other writers. Don't forget to subscribe to the Film Inquiry channel, and hope to see you next time.